finally back with another video. I've been slacking on y'all. I have not been consistent. I'm so sorry, but we are turning up with the YouTube videos back to back. Wig installations on myself, a lot of different stuff. I'm learning how to do a lot of different stuff, so I'm gonna just let y'all know what I got going on. In this video, I'm not really gonna be doing too much talking. I'm just gonna let y'all know a little bit of tips and tricks that I do to blend the lace. This is not a class, so the video won't be too detailed, but I'm gonna just let y'all know what's up. So right here, I'm just gluing the cap down with the boho active. I've been using this stuff since I first started. This is my go-to. I don't really use nothing else other than the Erica J. You'll see that in the video what I use that on. I don't like using a lot of spray or gels and stuff to glue the cap down because I feel like the less product you use, the longer it'll last. But I just outline her edges. I make sure it's not on her edges. I just outline the edges. And I brush that in with the back of a comb or anything you can find, to be honest. And then I set her under the dryer. So after I set her under the dryer, I let that dry for a few minutes on cool, not on heat, and I feel like it'll remelt the glue. After you see that the glue is completely dry and clear, that's when you want to go in with your makeup. Now I use the Ruby Kisses. I have a lot of different shades. I tend to blend them when I do use them, like the two different, like color 13 or 12. I'll blend them to match perfectly with their skin, and this is what you'll see me doing here. So this wig is from K's Beauty Collection. I'll put the link in the description below. This wig comes pre-plucked, knots, bleach. It's a transparent lace, 13x4. This is a custom made unit, and everything that you need to know will be in the description. Here I'm just going to cut the cap off. I don't like using the razor to cut the cap because I feel like it makes it like really jagged and extra. So I go ahead and cut my caps with the scissor. You see that it ain't blending like that, but we gonna fix it. So right here, you're just gonna see me clean up the hairline. You make sure no oils, no excess makeup is left on the skin. So now I'm just gonna put the wig on. Yeah, this wig was not too small or nothing. It's just that my cousin head is big. So when I made the wig, I tried to give her a little bit. I tried to measure her head, but it's not too small. But it's just you know some wigs you have to work with, and this is one of the wigs I had to work with. But don't get me wrong, everything still came out perfect. I didn't have to cut nothing or anything like that. It still fit. Right here, you're gonna see me start adding the layers of glue. I use about 3 to 4 layers depending on how thick I make the glue. But I'm just gonna add the layers, wait till they're completely dry, and spread them out. Then I'm gonna add another layer, wait to spread it out, and wait till it completely dries before you add another layer. If you don't wait till it completely dries, you're gonna have clumpy glue, and it's gonna look weird through the lace. I'm telling you, wait till it dry completely, and then add your layer. Okay, when you see me pull out the blow dryer, I always blow dry it on cool, not heat, because I feel like it will melt the glue once again. So make sure it's on cool. But if you've done it on heat and you feel like it works for you, then baby, do it, because different strokes for different folks, you know. So now I'm just gonna place the wig on her head. Make sure the wig is in front of the glue, because you can always go back in and add more glue. But if it's behind the glue, it's messy, it's hard to clean up. So just make sure that your wig is in front of that glue. So today we're going with a nice soft curl with the side part. I'm doing a curved part, but I usually do. So we're just gonna part it out. You're gonna see me go in with the wax stick and the heat protectant and the holding spray. I do that on both sides, and then on the left side where the most hair is, I go back in and make sure the roots is straight, because I want that to lay as flat as possible. If you have any questions about the products I use, I'll probably leave them in the description, the heat protectant and stuff. I love it. The combo is just perfect. But you can see me parting the hair off and just making sure everything is flat. Y'all see how flat that is. Anyways, now we're gonna go into cutting the lace off. For me, for transparent lace, when you cut it, it definitely leaves a ashy look with the flashback. So we're gonna go in, I'm gonna show you how I fix all of that. And you can see the excess lace that I put in front of the glue. I'm gonna go back in and add more glue, and this is when I go in with the Erica J. But now you see me adding the makeup back to the hairline, and this is the Erica J, Hold Me Down. I go back in because around the edges I like it when the glue dries quicker, and her glue dries very fast, and I'm running low on her glue. That's the only reason I didn't use it for the full install. But I do love this glue because it dries very, very fast and it has such a firm hold. Y'all see how ashy that look? We definitely got to go back in and fix that. So right now you just gonna see me parting off the baby hairs. Usually sometimes I'll part it all the way across, but I like to just part off where I know I want my baby hairs. For me, it's easier and way more neater. So you do not ever want your lace to look like this. It's not blending at all. It looks very ashy, and with transparent lace you always have to go the extra mile to blend it. So that's what I'm about to do. I'm not going to be pointing out every little thing I do. Y'all just going to have to take my class. But I do have some tips in here that you can use to melt this lace and go that extra mile. So just pay close attention. And if you notice you're not doing something that I'm doing, I promise you it'll help you in the long run. So just do it. If you have any questions, just comment below and I would love to answer y'all questions. So you want to quickly tie the edges down with your elastic band. I do have these elastic bands on my website. I just put in a new order, so be sure to go purchase your elastic band. It has a strap in the back, so it's way easier to strap. You're going to let that dry. I didn't put her under the dryer. I just went ahead and curled her hair so it really air dried. And y'all see that. I know y'all see that. Like, come on. Like, if you go back to the beginning, you see how ashy it was. Like, come on now. You can't tell me my tricks ain't working. So now I'm just gonna comb out them baby hairs, get that product out of there. I really specialize in a natural look, so that's what I go for every time. So now you're going to see me go in and pluck the baby hairs and cut them down because we don't want no thick hairs for a natural look. You always want to go, depending on how you do hair and how you want it to look, you always want to go in and tweeze your baby hairs to make sure they look very natural and not too thin though. Don't over pluck your baby hairs. I'm cutting them down with the razor. I feel like if you use scissors, it gives it that more choppy look. The razor gives it a more natural and flowy look. But I'm just gonna cut them down. Then you're gonna see me going with my little tiny curling irons and curl them up. So I just went in with my got to be glued. No, not got to be glued. The Gorilla Snot. I went in with my Gorilla Snot, and I'm just molding my baby hairs. When you curl the baby hairs, it can be, if you're a beginner, it can be easier for you to swoop them. Honestly, for me, it's way easier. But it takes me a little minute to do them because I be wanting my baby hairs to look exactly how I want them and lay exactly how I want them to lay. Baby hairs is it's a very hard skill to learn. You really just don't know what you're doing. But once you get it, it's really easy, to be honest. It's really easy. As long as you know where to put your baby hairs and know how to lay your baby hairs and know what products to use. Because you can use a lot of different products and it'll be hard for your baby hairs to lay. Like, I've used the Ebon spray. It has a great hold, but it's hard for you to mold your baby hairs how you want them once that spray dries. You can use your got to be glued. You can use your Gorilla Snot, your foam. I done used foam before. You got to know what you're doing when you use that foam. But now I'm using the Gorilla Snot, and it's easier, especially when it's curlier. But I have a lot of different techniques I use. Now I'm going in with my Ebon spray. Ebon, I don't know, I'm just calling it Ebon. That spray is something serious. That hold on that spray is crazy. I used to do my baby hairs with it, but it was like it dried so fast, like it was just hard for me to form my baby hairs how I wanted them. So I just started to spray them after I used the Gorilla Snot. So I just sprayed the hair with the Ebon spray and blow dried it on a low heat, and that will hold your edges for days, I promise, because I done did it on myself. So I went ahead and curled her hair off camera. If y'all want a detailed video on some curls, I'll definitely do that for y'all, because it ain't really easy curling hair. You gotta know the right way to turn the curling iron and the wrong way to turn it. Like, you have to just know if you want your curls to fall the right way. But I'm gonna just show y'all a few curls in the front. Nothing too detailed, just what I use. I use a T3 curling iron. I think it's 1.5 inches, if I'm not mistaken, I think. But the link for that will be in the description too if y'all want that, so just stay tuned. So this is definitely my favorite part. Combing out curls is just heaven for me. I don't know why it is, but I use a wide tooth comb. I don't use a small tooth because I feel like it just brushes the curls out and there'll be no point of curling the hair. But I love to see how the curls frame the face. You'll see me go back in the front and like trim a few pieces, add a little bit of layer in it to frame her face even more. You'll see how the curls come out. They so freaking pretty. I just love these. This is definitely my favorite way to curl hair, especially with a side part. So that's really it for today, y'all. I'm gonna just let y'all finish out the video. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. I'm gonna definitely try to post more. I get really busy with the doing hair and the making the wigs, but I'm gonna try to get as many videos out as possible. I'm gonna try to record everything, all the hair, my installs, all of that. I'm gonna get a lot of different new content out for y'all. So just stay tuned, turn on your post notifications, and thank you for watching.